Morning, guys. Welcome back. It's currently the morning right now, which is why my voice is like a bit sluggish, but I thought why not just hop on, just do a video. I hope everyone's having a good day, having a good week, depending on sort of when you're watching this. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about why I stopped seeking validation and started trusting myself. I feel like a lot of people sort of go through life and they seek the approval of others. And I don't think, that's through anyone's fault, but sort of society and how it's set up. If you look at like a lot of the things within like the industry, they're sort of, even if you just look at marketing, for example, a lot of things are marketed to you as if you need them, as if like life is not the same without them. And even like we could talk about like the fashion industry and stuff, or even like the makeup industry for women. Like it's set up in a way where women have to do things, or people have to do things to feel like they're something, if that makes sense. So then what that sort of leads to is, a lot of people seeking validation from other people. For example, like you can even go deep and talk about like rappers. You can go deep and talk about, you can even talk about like within your own family, to be fair. Like a lot of people are raised in households where it's like they feel that they have to do certain things for people or for people in their family. So that's a form of like seeking validation. And yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of negative sort of connotations to doing that. And one of them is that like you don't really believe in yourself. You believe what others think of you, or how others perceive you, and that has like a lot of like bad effects. And going back to what I was saying about how it's a societal problem, it's a society, actually, am I even saying that right? It's a societal problem. I don't know if that societal is a word, but whatever. It's a real problem, and it's a problem that a lot of kids are probably going to grow up into, thinking that that's how life should be, sort of thing. Like you need to seek the approval of others. So anyway, going back to the topic, why I stopped seeking validation. So if you guys don't know already, like I do music on the side, right? And for a long time, like I was making music. I would say it started off for me. Like I was making music that I enjoyed. I was making music that I liked. I was making music that, like I would listen to. I would actually make music and just listen to my own music. But then it got to a point where it was like, you start to see where things are going within the industry or whatever. Or like you start to see that, a lot of people are flocking to a certain sound or a certain image. And then it's just like, you now feel that you might have to do that. So for a while, I was making music, but I wasn't really making the music that I enjoyed making. I was just making music that I thought other people would like, because, that's where things were going. And it's only now, recently, that I stopped sort of doing that. Like I had to just sit back and like, be like, damn, like, I'm making this music. It sounds good, but this isn't the music that I enjoy making. Like, it's not me. It's just music. Like, so recently I sort of just had like a whole revamp. By recently I mean like last year to this year, of just me sitting back and just thinking about all the things that I enjoy doing, and all the music that I enjoy making, And I really just started to trust myself more, because, you know, I gave myself like a sense of direction again. So I wasn't really, you know, going off path. Like I made a plan, I stuck to it, and like I have a clear direction now. So I put like a lot more trust into myself, and I would say like I stopped seeking validation from others. Like, yeah, to be fair, I feel like, you know, as I was saying at the beginning of this video, you can really apply this to like multiple things. Like, you can even apply this to like the job sector, and like how people sort of, you know, work to seek the validation of someone. Like, for example, let's say you started a job, you might do certain things to seek the approval of your manager or something. I know there's certain people that know someone that's like that in their job. That's just like they're just like an arse eater. Like, but you know, maybe they're seeking validation from that person, like, and they just truly don't believe in themselves. Like, I don't know. But I feel like it's like a problem. I feel like it's a major problem that no one really talks about, because no one can see the flaw in themselves, if that makes sense. Like, you wouldn't even know that you're seeking validation from someone, because, you know, you've probably just grown up just like thinking, you know, that's how things go. Or maybe you haven't been enlightened to the fact that there is like a hierarchy in sort of, you know, who you admire, who you look up to, why you may seek validation from a certain type of person. But yeah, to anyone that's sort of like come to this conclusion, or to be fair, I feel like people have clicked on this video because, you know, you relate to it in some sort of way. But I would just say, like, just start trusting yourself more. You don't really need to seek the approval of other people, because at the end of the day, it's like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. If you look at like all the top CEOs in the world, you know, all the major people that are successful, you know, they believed in themselves. They trusted in themselves. Like, they wasn't out here seeking validation from other people. Like, they weren't making their products to, well, to be fair, they do, you know, they do make their products for people, but, you know, it didn't start off like, okay, they want this, I'm going to give them this. Like, no, it started from a point of innovation. Like, and that's probably the biggest takeaway from this lesson. Like, just innovation and believing in yourself. Everybody starts somewhere, and, you know, it's just about like focusing your energy and believing in what you do. And yeah, just keep going. Like, there's no, I feel like there's no shortcuts in life. And if there are, like, you know, if there are shortcuts, then they're not going to lead you down the right places. Like, everything starts from the ground up. And I'm trying to think of like a way sort of you could sort of get started to like trusting in yourself. I would say mainly just do you know what? I think it's a thing where you just have to go through it. Like, you have to be at a point in life where it's like, all right, cool. Like, I need to start trusting in myself and just doing stuff myself. Like, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, because otherwise I'll just start rambling about nonsense. But if you got any sort of value from this video, then, you know, drop it in the comment. Drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a like, and subscribe. I'm really bad at doing like these outros, like, and just telling people like, subscribe to my YouTube. Like, I'm not really that type of person. I'm not really that type of person, to be fair. But, you know, if you are enjoying the content, and you like it, you want to see more, drop a subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. But yeah, it's on an off day, and I'm out. Peace.